welcome to another awesome episode of Diva Lifestyle. I am your host, Tony McCall. It's been a minute. Yes, I am blonde. Of course, y'all know I change my style all the time, but what else is new? I love fashion, I love beauty, so why not? Anyway, I'm so glad to be back. Oh my gosh, took a week off, celebrated my birthday. Chapter 43. Yes, I'm proud to say it. I just entered into chapter 43, loving it so far. I know this is going to be an amazing chapter, so I'm excited. But we have an awesome guest that's going to be with us. That's right. Awesome guest, entrepreneur, model, actor Adrian Dean is going to be with us here shortly. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. This is going to be an exciting interview. So we're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have our guest. So don't go nowhere.
Hi everyone, my name is Crystal Rogers. I just wrote a book called I Survived the Storm. It's about my once broken life and about toxic and alcoholic relationships. If God can bring me through it, He can you too. You can purchase the book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Or if you do not order online, you can personal message me, Crystal Rogers, and I would be glad to send you a copy. It's $13. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, and welcome back to Diva Lifestyle Show. I am your host, Tony Nicole, and we are back with our awesome guest. Like I told you earlier in the show, I got an awesome guest. As always, none of my guests are busted. He is a model, he's an actor, he's an entrepreneur. This man does everything, okay? You might as well be the millennium man, right? So we have none other than Adrian Dean in the house. Welcome to the Diva Lifestyle Show, Adrian. How are you?
I'm good. How you making out today?
I'm doing pretty good, staying busy on this election day, because
Yeah.
this is it. We at the finish line. No more calls, harassment, and commercials and all of that. So we're going to see what's going to happen.
Right. And I mean, it's playing in the background right now, so y'all might hear it, for
That's
real.
fine. That's fine. Look, trust me. I guarantee our listeners, our viewers are going to say, hey, we're watching this and the election. So
Yeah, it's going down. We're going to see how it all play out, but it is what it is.
but we still going to keep it moving. We still going to be entrepreneurs, no matter who is going to be in the house. We still going to be awesome. So that's awesome.
I ain't going to live. I still got to live out here, so yeah, we still got to get it.
Right. Okay, so Adrian, like I asked all my guests, you got to let our viewers know, who is Adrian Dean? What all do you do? Just tell us about who you are.
All right, no problem. Adrian Dean is a complete entrepreneur in every sense of the word. As far as I have this philosophy about peace. So being an entrepreneur actually falls into that, and I can break that down and it kind of break down my life as well.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it has 5 parts. It's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, and financial.
Okay.
So the first 2 is mental and physical because, everybody want to get their body right. But if you don't get your mind right, and you can't get your body right, your body will follow once you get up and you want to take a couple steps, do a jog, go to the gym, whatever you want to do to change what you see in the mirror, you got to get your mind right first.
Right.
And then spiritually, everybody has, their own spiritual realms or wherever they go through or however they feel. It might be, I don't know, the retrograde, or it may be going to church. However you decide to do it, you have that spirituality and it brings you to a higher place. And as long as you got peace with it, that's fine. Emotional comes with 2 parts for me because it's like emotional as far as the relationship side. And then you have emotional as the finance side. Because if you ain't got no money, all that lovey-dovey stuff, I don't know about everybody else, but I need to get to it.
Right.
So that's kind of what gets into the financial as well. So you have that financial freedom to move about the cabin and do whatever you want to do. You don't have to ask nobody for nothing. That brings a peace within itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why I have that entrepreneurial spirit, and I have to do it in more than one aspect as far as modeling, acting, real estate, carpentry work. I cut your grass, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we need to do. But as far as I can get to that piece, that's the goal.
That's good. That's good. So I know you dabble with real estate.
Yes.
Okay. So how is that? Like, what made you want to get into real estate?
Well, I've been in real estate on and off for over 15 years, but officially for about two and a half. As far as what made me get into real estate, the 9 to 5 hustle and bustle. I used to work a 9 to 5, work till 6-11. And like I said, I still come cut your grass on a Saturday. So I would do odd jobs, whatever I could. And I realized that it just wasn't enough. Like, there wasn't enough hours in a day to make enough money that I wanted in a day. So it doesn't matter how many hourly jobs I had, there wasn't enough time to get the money that I needed. So I had to find out and come up with a situation or solution that made more money that took less of my time so I can be with my baby. Instead of, missing everything and saying I got to go to work every time she had, an event or school, anything that was going on, I got to work because I got to, provide for whatever is going on. So in the midst of that, I realized, how can I spend more time with my baby and at the same time have what she needs
Right.
in the midst of it. So I'm like, all right, I just got to make more money in less time.
Right.
So
Right.
that real estate was my solution in the sense of me doing that. I started picking up on acting and modeling, and all that kind of came into fruition. I kind of stumbled upon that. Actually, that wasn't my goal to be an actor or model or none of that. It happened.
It came to you. It came. You weren't looking for it. It just came to you.
For real. All right. I was in Atlanta, and my homegirl was like, "Let me take a picture of you." I'm like, all right, take the picture.
Yeah.
So she took the picture, and she's like, all right, we're gonna start you an Instagram page, and that's the Instagram that I have today, actually. Then I went to the West Coast, and I was coming out of Walmart. Me and my friend was coming out of Walmart, and this photographer ran up to me right after me leaving ATL and was like, me and my wife was just talking about shooting a redhead with freckles, and man, let me shoot you for free. So within a week's time, like, that was a sign. Okay, let's do this. Because this was literally on the other side of the country. There was no way that he could know what I was talking about in Atlanta.
Right.
I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I went down, I took some headshots, and those are the headshots that I still use today. And it just kind of took off from there. I've done fashion shows, plays. I've been in a couple films. It's just been taking off, and so I'm rolling with it now. I take it serious.
That's good. That's good. With you being a, well-rounded entrepreneur that's always evolving, what would be the next step for you as far as a big task? What is like the next big thing that you want to conquer?
My next big thing is redefining discipline on a relentless level. My business, I have an LLC called Relentless 3. And my statement is basically, is anybody who's willing not to conform against the norm. Like, why be normal? If you look at rush hour traffic early in the morning about 8 o'clock and they're going towards whatever major city they're coming from, if you look on the other side of the street and traffic is flowing and moving, that's me. I'm on that side of the street because I'm going to move at a different pace. My money's going to come at a different pace. I'm going to be able to do different things that you can't do if you're on an hourly wage because you kind of limit yourself in that. Basically, you limit yourself in that mind frame of, I can't go fast. You can't go as fast as those people on the other side of the freeway because you're going to tear your car.
Right.
And in saying so, you may buy something you can't afford. You may, bite off more than you could chew in the sense of doing that. So it's like, okay, you went and bought a car, but you can't afford it because you're trying to look and see what they buy driving on this side of the street.
Right.
That's not within your price range to drive the Porsche that they got when you're only making $30,000 a year and you want the Porsche. It doesn't add.
Yeah.
So you have to know, and okay, you're working 40 hours a week for somebody else. Then when you get off, how much time do you have and put into your own life? You really don't do nothing but take a bath, eat, go to sleep, and you don't even want to deal with your kids.
Right.
So it's like, how can you put that time into you? And what would you do with that 40-hour work week that you just gave to somebody else?
Right. True. Yeah, that's good. That's good because you know we often um, we put the cart before the horse. You know, it's a lot of things that we're out here doing and that does not match. I'm with you on that because my thing is, as much as I love a Rolls Royce or that Mercedes, you know that I love to talk about, I'm not gonna get that right now. I am gonna get it, but I can't get it right now. But it's not to say that I can't get it. But I'd be a fool to get it and knowing that I have other responsibilities and stuff that I need to take care of. I don't have everything in place. Why I
Right.
need that kind of car, you know?
That makes sense. And you say you got that car and you ain't got no house. Where you parking the car?
Exactly. Where you parking it, you know? It's all
And
exposed.
it don't look good in an apartment, I promise you.
No, no, it does not. No, it looks good in a garage to a house, you know, that is pretty much basically paid for, or you're doing good paying your mortgage or whatnot. It's just a balance. And I think a lot of people out here, they get um, lifestyles confused, they get entrepreneurship confused. A lot of people are starting to shift and say, well, you know what? I want to be an entrepreneur because I want to be rich. Everybody wants to be rich, but what are you leaving behind? What's your legacy?
Yeah, not even a legacy, but the drive to actually get what you want. Like people, for instance, I work out a lot, and people may say, "Oh, I like the way you look," or "I see," but they don't know that the pictures that I may take, as far as just on standing there, is
Mm-hmm.
just as after the workout. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? You're not seeing the 2 hour, 2.5 hours I just finished putting in. I'm running on a treadmill. You're not seeing me lifting, supersetting, and I'm dying, I'm cramping, but I'm still going. I don't show you the ugly faces that
Mm-hmm.
I go through to get there. But how can I say that process of making those ugly faces,
Mm-hmm.
I know when I stand in front of the mirror that what it took to get to what it looked like that. I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was. I knew that a couple years ago I couldn't run at all, and I could run up to 10 miles. And it just took, training, mentally training. Like I said, back to that piece, you got to train your mind like you're training your body. And long as you train your body can do way more than you think if you just tell it to do it.
Right.
Get up and go do it. Don't stop running. Don't give up on this. Don't, because how can I say this? There's a punk in all of us. That's what I say. Like, you know what I'm saying? That there's a little punk in all of us and say like that wants to quit, that wants to give up and wants to be like, it's okay to chill today. It's okay not to go hard today. Take a day off. And then when that person comes out, he gonna peek his head out. When the punk comes out, you bash him back in like the whack-a-mole on Chuck E. Cheese and you keep going. You can't let him come out because if he come out, he gonna take over and you're gonna be like the rest of everybody else, normal and lazy and not
Yeah.
you you're trying to stand out. So if you're trying to stand out, or you're trying to accomplish something, you got to do something that everybody else not doing.
Right.
And
Right.
then you make that your norm. I can run 3 miles in 30 minutes. I do it every day now. And I couldn't do it at all a couple years ago.
Mm.
So just the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm pushing, then I know that I could keep getting stronger, I keep getting faster.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta do is keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I stop, if I'm cramping up and I'm like, oh, I want to stop. Or if my legs hurting or my knees hurting or my shins are hurting and I'm in pain, don't stop running.
Right.
I keep running. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when I get home later that day, like I might be laid out, stressed out, but I didn't stop when it was in go time.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, being persistent says a lot.
Relentless is, you know what I'm saying? Relentless, go hard. It ain't no stopping. Who wants to fight relentless? Nobody wants to fight nobody who's coming at you on a relentless level.
Right.
Or as far as competition, he's relentless. He never stops. Just give up. Just give it to him. Because he ain't stopping.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I ain't gonna never stop. And I'll work anybody, size, heart, whatever, because I ain't stopping.
Right.
You're gonna give up before me, and that's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell you're very passionate about that, you know, because it's like you drawing your energy from a place that you came from and you just decided to make it, you know, into your own regimen, own passion, your lane. I tell that to a lot of people, like the lane that you create is just for you. You stay in it. You know, everybody cannot go the same route that you. Everybody doesn't have the same drive as you. They can, but it's a different way that they won't take it. It's a different way. So it's like we have to keep going forward, pushing, and we have to, because believe it or not, people are sitting back watching. There are people that are watching you, me, whoever, and they're like, okay, well, you know, I wonder what all did they go through to get to where they are today, or I wonder what is their formula. Because some people they want to get around you just to take, but they don't want to learn, and that's the difference. You know, you got to learn that my journey is something that you probably can't even handle, and I tell that to a lot of people when I do motivational speaking. The journey that I took, you're not going to be able to survive that journey.
I say that too. I tell people you might die if you try to live my life, and I don't be saying it to be funny.
Yeah.
But I some of the things I've overcome and people have told me, I don't even be. Sometimes I forget because I'm moving, and I forgot about that hurdle in a sense. But somebody looking at me like, you got over that hurdle, and I'm like, I got over that hurdle like 10 years ago. I got so many more stuff that didn't happen since
Since
then.
then, yeah.
All right, it'll work out. This is how I look at life, and I realize that everybody can't come. And I noticed that as far as getting older and maturing, seeing different things in life. But when I really, really, truly noticed it is when I got into that gym. Because people will talk that and be like, you know what, I want to come with you. And they may come a day. You know, okay, what we doing today? All right, well, we're going to start off, we're going to run 3 miles in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start that. And then we're going to do a workout.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they may come one time.
Mm-hmm.
They may come that one time and you be like, oh, okay, but they dying. Fine, I'm supposed to die because I
Yeah.
die. The next day, I'm out there doing the 30 minutes, I won't see them. The next day I hit them up to do the 30 minutes, they busy.
Yeah.
One dude had, I don't know, his daughter got sick so many times. I was like, we need to take the baby to the hospital because something going on. But I just made me understand that he didn't want to come out there and put, because he understood that it looks good from a picture standpoint, but you got to put the work in. It's not just the pictures, only the aftermath.
Right. Right.
And once he realized what I was doing and the work that I was putting in,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want no more.
Yeah, I mean that's why a lot of people they on the outside looking in, they don't understand what it took for you to get there. They're constantly thinking, okay, well, you know what, I can take this, I can do protein shots, I can do all kinds of stuff. It looked like him, but no, you got to put in the work.
I put in the work, and it don't come overnight. The consistency and the
Right.
grind is the process. Is I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of like Rocky, and I like Creed. I like anything that has a montage training session.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you see them going hard, and you know by the time they finish wherever they finish from what they started, they're gonna be back. But you got to see all the work that they put in. But they that little montage is only screened into 30 seconds. But people don't understand that's not a 30-second work. That's work. They really putting in real work to get from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take this part serious, then you won't do it. My favorite montage is Ali, and he's
Oh yeah,
running. When
yeah.
he's Will Smith is running. That's one of my favorite songs to listen to when I run, because you
Mm-hmm.
can listen to that song. It's tomorrow. But what happens is when Will's running through the village,
Mm-hmm.
starts to see the responsibility and all the people that he has around him that's dependent on him. That's not what he's been seeing as a norm. As normal people that around him on a regular day basis, these people. But at the same time, he went across the country, across the world, and found people that loved him to death, that had his back and was riding for him. And he didn't understand until he got finished through running through the village, and he looked around and seen how many people he had dependent on him. The same man into the village, and his serious and calmness and understanding his destination, when he came out that's how I work out.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're working out with me, you're running next to me, you really not running next to me, because you running against somebody else that I don't even know. and he won't let you beat him. He won't let you pass him. None of that. And we doing a casual job. But it's just my competitive and how I feel. Like we racing now.
So it's almost like an alter ego. You know, it just comes on out.
It's a straight warrior, and I can't. The person you talking to now is not the person who be in the gym. Not at all.
Totally different. Totally different.
Yes.
I get it. And I love that. That's passionate, but you know, you have to have that kind of mindset, to be honest, you know, because that's what's going to help push you, you know. So, yeah, because I mean, it's like I've been told that I was a chameleon. So I have so many different sides of me. Like, I can adapt in the hood. I was raised in the hood. I know the lingo. I know to be aware of my surroundings. I know what this person's doing, that person's doing. I know all about the card games, dominoes, all that. Now, when I'm over here at, you know, an establishment where, you know, they have pate and champagne and all that kind of stuff, I know how to talk proper. I know how to stand. I know what I need to do just so I can get my point across, and I have to pitch what I need to pitch. And then, you know, if I need to, like,
you definitely move in all venues. I could see it.
I'm just saying, you know, you have to, that's a gift. You have to learn that. And it's because you're absorbing, you're taking in, you know, your surroundings. Like if I told this to a friend of mine, I said, you know what, if you're not used to going to places where there's millionaires in the room, if you're easily intimidated, you're not going to survive in environments like that. You can't speak that and not be mentally ready to be in the ring with that. You can't do that. You
And
go
that's in the arena. You gotta know your audience.
exactly. Got to know your audience. You know, like I hear people, like, I'm the kind of person, when I hear a person talk, I hear the words in between the words they say.
Okay, let me find out. You remember?
Yeah, I have to do that because I mean I learned that a lot in business, and I learned that a lot when it came down to working in corporate America. You know, being an executive assistant and working under CEOs and being in meetings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the tricks that they told me, they say, learn to listen to the words that are in between the words that they're saying. And I started doing that. And at first it didn't make sense to me, but then I started listening and listening. And so I took that same mentality and I incorporated it into the entertainment business. So that's what helped me to decipher who I will work with and who I won't work with. Because a person can talk a good game all day long. And yes, they can have proven results, but can they stand the test of time of when I need something, if I'm up against the wall? Or if they can really get me to where I see myself mentally getting there. Can you help me get there?
You really helped me reach that next level.
Right.
Okay. I like that. I
Right.
like that.
So it's like, you know, it's a mental, it's like a mental orgasm, so to speak. You know, it's like a burst of energy. Once you
Wait, you're breaking up a little bit. I could
okay,
barely.
it's probably the internet. Everybody's on Zoom right now, so probably. So, you know, can you hear me
Right.
now? Am I good?
Yeah, you get. I got
Okay.
you.
Yeah, it freezes up from time to time. But basically, when you have everything like down packed, everybody has their certain hustle that they are accustomed to. You know, I've been told that I hustle like a dude. You know, but the thing about it is, I'm in a male-dominated business, so I have to have my stance has to be up there. I cannot be like this prissy girl that, oh, I'm so naive, I don't know what to do. No, I have to let them know that I can't.
You gotta stomp your feet a little bit. You're already pretty. You can't be soft and pretty.
This, exactly. I gotta have a little. I have to have a roughness too. So they call me pit bull out
That
here, you know, and that's fine. I take that. But the
red
reason
nose.
why, say what?
Nothing.
So what you
I said red nose pit bull.
say? Right.
But, but
Exactly. So, you know, it's like I don't mind taking that on because I'm not trying to get a reputation out here. The reputation I'm trying to get is that, Tony Nicole, she hardworking. She about her business. She don't play. I don't want to be like these other female promoters that I know of that may sleep their way to the top, be taken advantage of.
Well, they never really make their way to the top with that. If that's what you're doing, then that's what you're known for doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But
you
see,
never gonna make it to where you're trying to go because your rep done already got here before you did.
come on with it. That's
So
it.
you don't want that, and the industry is very small. So once you get that reputation, that's gonna flow around like crazy. So
So
you don't.
exactly. We just it's just all about when you out here doing business. What is it about your character? What is it that you're developing? What is it about you that is going to leave a lasting impression and does not have any negative vibes to it?
No, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, because you don't want that lingering. You don't want that behind you. What you want is stability. You want that longevity, the lasting impression that they know that they can come back and say, hey, I know that Adrian Dean, he a beast when it comes down to working out, but most importantly, he puts over 1,000, maybe he puts over 1,000,000 into what he does.
And honestly, I try to have genuine connections like that with everybody that I come across. So it's not even that on a business tip.
Mm-hmm.
In business, it's different. But if I don't like you, I'm not gonna do business with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't like you, I'm just gonna go over here. Why not? Why I gotta deal with you? I don't like you. I like this person over here. And they said the same thing you got for the same price.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, me doing business with somebody is me just having a casual conversation that has nothing to do with actual financials. If I have a conversation with you, we could just talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then start talking about money. We can bring that up when it's time. But if we can have some rapport prior to any type of transaction, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's better because that's going to build longevity because we're going to continue to spend money with this person. Like a customer who buys a Toyota, they spend over $2 million with that company of the lifetime of their
Right.
cars. But they end up keep getting another Toyota and another Toyota and another Toyota, and then your husband want it, then your children want a Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Then you never all the money in the house that went to Toyota. So it's the same thing, working with business. You treat one good, that they gonna refer you the word of mouth to their husband, spouse, cousins, so and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I really enjoyed this interview because we gotta bring it to a close. I hate this, but I definitely gotta invite you back. I would love for you to be a part of our entrepreneurial panel that we're gonna have closer to the end of the year. We're gonna have some other people on, and I would love for you to be a part of that show.
Definitely.
Cool with you?
Just let me know.
Okay, cool. All right, Diva Lifestyle watchers, please stay tuned. We'll be back after a word from my sponsor.
Hey, I'm James J.T. Thompson, host of the Elite Life Talk Show. For more information on advertisement, please send an email to t.n.e.networksllc@gmail.com.
And we're back. Thank you so much for joining me on Diva Lifestyle Show. We had an awesome, awesome time with Adrian Dean. Make sure you check him out. He is on IG. We forgot to even announce where he is on social media, but he is on IG. You can check him out. It is, I believe, Adrian Dean Talent. So look him up on IG, follow him, and support him. He's doing some great things. And if you are, into fitness and you want to get some insight or some advice on fitness, make sure you hit him up. So, but that's all that we have for now. Thank you guys so much for joining and supporting. Make sure you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is TNE networks. Go like and subscribe, and you can catch all the latest shows, including this one. See it over and over again. Make sure you go and check us out because we got some awesome shows. But until next time, make sure you be safe, be blessed, and always know that you're more than enough. All right, guys. Until next time, bye-bye.